Hello student, welcome back to my channel. So today we will discuss here about the next chapter, gravitation. So in this chapter we will talk about universal law of gravitation, Newton's law of gravitation and their formula, then vector form, and then acceleration due to gravity. So one by one I will discuss with you the all topics. So for that we will start this lecture with first topic, which is universal law of gravitation. If we think about here the definition of gravitation by name, what is the meaning of gravitation? Means gravitation means a force of attraction. Force of attraction between two bodies of the universe. If you want to say, gravitation is a force of attraction between two bodies of the universe. So here when we talk about the universal law of gravitation, so you can write two bodies placed at any point in the universe attract each attracts each other by a force known as force of gravitation. Point clear? Now here after this we will talk about the Newton's law of force of gravitation, because about the gravitational force Newton gave a formula. So we will write here after the definition of universal law of gravitation, we will write here the next heading, Newton's law of gravitation. Newton's law of gravitation. So here Newton said that the force, as we know that the two bodies placed at any point in the universe attract each other by a force which is called force of gravitation. Now the value of force of gravitation act between the two bodies placed at certain distance is given by the value is given by Newton. So he said the force of gravitation gravitation between the two bodies placed at any point in the universe force of gravitation between the bodies placed at any point in the universe is first directly proportional to the product of their masses. Clear? If suppose I have two bodies of mass m1 and m2 placed at any point in the universe. Suppose these are two bodies of mass m1 m2 placed at any point in the universe and the distance between them is r. So the force of attraction will act between them, means this body will apply a force of attraction to the second mass body, and the second mass m2 will apply the same force on the first mass m1. So the value of that force, which is our gravitational force, is directly proportional to the product of their masses. It means that Fg, if I denote this force by Fg, or you can denote it by F only, so that F is directly proportional to the product of their masses, and second, inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Means f is inversely proportional to square of the distance. Point clear? After these two relations, I will write a combined formula for this condition. See here, from these two relations, I can write directly here f is proportionality. It is a directly proportional symbol. It is an inversely proportional symbol. After the combination, the symbol of proportionality will be this. It is called proportional only. So f proportional to m1 m2 by r square. Point clear? This is the final relation, and after removing the proportionality symbol here, I will use the proportionality constant g, which capital G, which is called gravitational constant, or you can say universal gravitational constant for this relation, is equals to m1 m2 by r square. So F is equals to G into m1 m2 by r square. This is your relation, or you can say the formula of Newton's law of gravitation. Here capital G is a proportionality constant. Here capital G is a proportionality constant known as gravitation constant, or you can add this one, known as universal gravitational constant. And the value of this gravitational constant is G is equals to capital G, student. G is equals to, this is capital G. Don't understand it, small g. Okay, capital G is equals to 6.67 into 10 raised to the power minus 11. And if we talk about their SI unit, so you can find the SI unit by this relation. If you will write this relation like this, Fr square by m1 m2, so Newton meter square per kg square. This is the SI unit of capital G, and their S dimensional formula is Newton meter square. You can find out the dimension formula by this. See here, Newton MLT minus 2. No need to remember everything. You can find out with the help of SI unit. Meter square L square by M square. So finally you can write, see here what you will write, M minus 1 L 3 T minus 2. Point clear? This is your SI unit of gravitational constant capital G. Point clear? So note it. Now student, we will talk about here the value of force by this relation G m1 m2 by r square. If suppose here I will take a condition when m1 is equals to m2 is equals to 1 unit, means 1 kg of mass. Means we have two objects of mass 1 kg placed at distance r is equals to 1 meter, or it is also 1 unit supposed to be here. It is in meter or centimeter also, and the mass will be kilogram and gram. So that time if both m1 m2 are 1 unit, r is also 1 unit, then f is equals to g into 1 into 1 over 1 square. Then you will see f is equal to capital G, means here the force of gravitation between the two bodies of unit mass placed at unit distance is equals to G, and we know that the value of G, capital G, is 6.67 into 10 raised to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square with SI unit. But here we will see the value of F is equal to G. It means that the value of force of gravitation between the two bodies placed at unit distance and have unit mass is numerically equal to G. Means it is equals to F is equals to, and G is 6.67 10 raised to the power minus 11, and the unit SI unit that will come here, it will be the SI unit of new force, means Newton. Point clear? So it will be equal to 6.6 into 10 raised to the power minus 11. Means if suppose, again I am repeating, if suppose if two objects, language is, if two objects of unit mass placed at unit distance the force of attraction, or the force of attraction between force of attraction, or you can say force of gravitation, it is simple for you. So force of gravitation between them, if two objects of unit mass, again I am repeating, placed at unit distance, then the force of gravitation between them is numerically equals to the value of gravitational constant, means 6.67 10 raised to the power minus 11 Newton. Point clear? This will be the force of this condition. Point clear? Now here after that we will talk about the vector form of Newton's law of gravitation. As we know that force is a vector quantity. So if suppose in vector form I have considered xy plane in which the two objects of mass m1 m2, suppose this is m1, this is mass m2, and this is a origin O, and the position vector of mass m1 m2 from the point of reference or fixed point is supposed to be r1 vector and r2 vector here. Now see, as I consider its location is A and its location is B, so from the diagram you can see OA by vector properties. You know about the vector properties. So here OA vector is equals to R vector and OB vector is equals to R2 vector. Now if we talk about this distance AB, suppose when we think about the distance A to B, then we will draw the arrow. This is a resultant vector from A to B. If we talk about the distance B to A, the arrow symbol will be toward A. Point clear? So here by vector addition, by vector properties, you know it better. AB is equals to, AB vector can be written as OB vector minus OA vector, and you know that the vector OB minus OA, OB is your R2 and minus R1. Point clear? No need to be confused here. Similarly, initially you can try to understand this. Similarly, BA vector is equals to OA vector minus OB vector. OA is your R1 vector minus R2 vector. Point is clear? So this is your value of BA vector. Now after that, when we talk about here the representation of force, if suppose, as we know that here we are talking about the Newton's law of gravitation force, means these two objects placed at certain distance which is AB, numerically or magnitudely equal to between these 2 points, so they both object attract each other by some force which is called gravitational force. And if suppose this B object attract the object A by a force F supposed to be 1 2, means force attracted by, or you can say force exerted by B on 1. Similarly, if I represent this symbol, force exerted by 1 on 2, this one is 2 on 1, so that's why I attracted toward it, and this one is 1 on 2, so that's why it is F21. So here you can write F21 represent force by 1, means first object, on 2, and F12 you can write force by 2 on 1. Now after this, see, F21 is force by 1 on 2 and F12 is force by 2 on 1. Now when we write the Newton's law for the object AB in vector form, means when we write about F21 here, force exerted by object of mass m1 on m2, so I can write this one G, and see here student, the value of AB or BA numerically is equal to R suppose. So here I can write one thing, the magnitude of vector form AB then BA is equals to R, but here when we want to write this way in simple form, so I can write it R12 vector and this one R21 vector. Remember these points. Okay, so here m1 m2 by R square, this is the numerical form. If we write this in magnitude way, means force of attraction between these two objects, means here gravitational force exerted by the object 1 on 2 is equals to our F21 suppose. So here when we want to write this way in vector form, or you can write it in next line in vector form, when you want to write, you will use unit vector also, and that unit vector is for, as we are calculating the force exerted by of object 1 of mass m1 to the object 2 of mass m2, so it will be R cap of AB, means 1 2 from A to B. Point clear? So here when you will extend this m1 m2 by R square, and you know that R cap is equals to, means unit vector is equals to vector over the magnitude of this vector, so R12 can be written as R12 vector over the magnitude of R12 vector, and listen one point, R12 vector is equals to R21 vector is equals to R. Point clear? So remember the all points. So after that I will use R12 vector over R. So after that G m1 m2 by R into R cube of R12 vector. This is the value of F21, means gravitational force exerted by object 1 of mass m1 to the object 2 of mass m2. Point clear? Suppose this is our equation number 1. Similarly, I can write force, I can write directly here without language, force of gravitation exerted by, or you can say by, object 2 on 1, which is equals to F21, F12 is equal to G m1 m2 over R, if you want to write from starting, R square into R21 cap. Here we are calculating force from this point, so I will take a distance BA, and you know that AB and BA are equal in magnitude, but the value of BA is equals to R21 for this case. The unit vector is, for this case, the unit vector is R21 cap. So that's why I have written here R21 cap. After that, G m1 m2 by R square into R21 vector over magnitude of R21 vector, which is numerically equals to R, as I told you. So here I will write R directly. So finally you will see G m1 m2 over R cube into R21 vector. This is the force of gravitation exerted by object 2 of mass m2 to the object 1 of mass m1. From the diagram you can see. So here from first equation and second equation we will see one point. If we are thinking about the vector position of r12 and r21, r12 means, you can write from the given diagram, you can see BA and AB. As when we are talking about vector quantities, AB is equals to R12 vector from this case, and BA is equals to R21 vector. Here we are talking about vectors. So this is the direction of, see here, this is the direction of R12 and this one is the direction of R21. R12, you can see here AB is the direction, A to B is the direction of this position vector, and B to A is the direction of position vector R21. You can see here from the diagram, you can see R21 and R12. Here these two are vector, here these two are vector, so these are in opposite direction. So we can write finally from the diagram R12 is negative of R21. So we can write here from equation 1 and 2, from equation 1 and 2, if you will see, I can use second equation only. See, from equation second I will change the value of R21 is equal to negative of R12, or I can write this relation, R21 is equals to negative of R12. Point clear? From equation second, put R21 vector is equals to negative of R12. Therefore, a relation will be F12 vector is equal to G m1 m2 by R cube into negative of R12 vector. So finally this negative will come this side, and I will write the relation F12 is equals to, this negative will come that side, G m1 m2 by R cube of R12. Point clear? This value is equals to, from equation first you can see, this value is equals to, directly I will write F21, which is equals to negative here, this one. Point clear? So by this relation we will observe finally the relation of Newton's third law, action and reaction. So it means that in the universe, when we place two objects of different masses, one is bigger, other is smaller, no matter, but when they are attracted with each other with the help of gravitational force, so the first object will apply on second and second will apply on first same gravitational force of attraction, or they will attract each other with same gravitational force, no matter which object is greater mass and which is smaller mass. Point clear? The quantity of force of gravitation, or you can say the value of force of gravitation between them is same but are in opposite direction. Point clear? Now here next topic is acceleration due to gravity. Due to gravity means we are calculating or defining here the value of g. As we know that when we talk about the linear motion, for linear motion, when the external force F is exerted on a body of mass m, then the body start their motion with an acceleration a. So that time by Newton's second law, F is equals to ma. Here a is the acceleration in case of linear motion. Linear motion by the effect of external force. But here when we talk about the acceleration which is due to the force of gravity, so that acceleration, when we talk here about the acceleration which is due to the force of gravity, that acceleration is called acceleration due to gravity. Point clear? Means that if suppose I place any object of mass m on the surface of earth or near the surface of earth, the earth will attract that object toward its center, and when it attract that object toward its center with gravitational force of attraction, that time the object will move toward it with some acceleration a which is equals to g, and this g is due to the force of gravity. Point clear? And this acceleration is called acceleration due to gravity. So this is the definition of acceleration due to gravity, small g. After that we will talk here about the relation between small g and capital G. So now see the definition first. Acceleration due to gravity means the acceleration of a body when it places when it placed on the surface of earth or near the surface of earth, it attracted it is attracted by the gravitational force of earth, force of the earth toward its center. So the acceleration during the falling or during the free fall, so the acceleration by which it is attracted is known as acceleration due to gravity and denoted by small g, and its SI unit, you know that, meter per second square, and the dimension formula you also know that, LT minus 2. Point clear? This is same as linear acceleration. So here by Newton's law, Newton's second law, we can write F is equals to ma in case of linear motion, but here in case of vertical motion means we are throwing an object from a certain height, means under the case of free fall, as you know that. So here we put A is equals to G, therefore force of gravity, or you can say force due to gravity, will written as F is equals to mg. Point clear? So here G is our acceleration due to gravity, which is equals to F over m. Now here if suppose I can write m is equals to 1 unit, suppose the object is 1 unit in mass, so that time the value of G is equals to, numerically equal to, the force of attraction due to gravity on that object. So here you can write acceleration due to gravity is numerically equal to the force exerted on the body of mass of unit mass. Okay, so the acceleration due to gravity is numerically equal to the force exerted on the body of unit mass, or you can add one thing, force due to gravity. This force is due to gravity. So force due to gravity exerted on the body of unit mass toward the center of the earth. Sorry. Point clear? When we are talking here about the surface of earth, suppose that object is placed surface of earth or near the surface of earth, that time the earth will attract that object toward its center, then the object will move vertically downward direction, or you can say the object will fall vertically downward direction. That time the acceleration of that object, which is denoted by G, 9.8 meter per second square, is known as acceleration due to gravity, and here the object will fall with that gravity toward the center of earth. Point clear? And the value of G, as you know that, it is 9.8 meter per second square. So this is the definition of acceleration due to gravity, and later on we will talk here about the relation between the small g and capital G, and then after we will talk about the next topic of this chapter in next video. So for that, pause the video and note down